Hey, my pretties. So here is a statistic that's been around for a very long time, and it is simply no good. It's gotta go. So let's do something about it. The statistic is 49 out of every 50 of you is gonna be dead or dead broke before the age of 65, completely dependent and needy upon the federal government and friends and family as the main source of your income. Why? Okay, so ask yourself this next question. What are you doing with any amount of your free time or spare time or any time whatsoever to build passive and residual money? And why is that so stinking important? And why aren't they teaching that in our public school system? Gee, I wonder why they're not teaching it in our public school system. It's on purpose. Because the largest international banks in the world set the school curriculum, and they don't want you to know about passive and residual income because they need your unquestionable obedience, and they need you to be needy and dependent on the dollar. And they need to control and manipulate you through the dependency of that dollar to pay your bills because they need obedient workers. They need obedient workers to control and manipulate through the dependency of money to pay your bills and eat. So what is passive and residual income? Passive and residual income is an income type that pays you when you're not working. It doesn't matter. You can be working, not working, taking a vacation, sleeping, spending time with your kids, spending time with loved ones, creating experiences and putting your focus on you and your family and your friends and whatever it is that turns you on. And you're covered anyway. You get paid anyway. It's a better income. It's not different than job money. Job money is hamster wheel money. You have to keep showing up or you stop getting paid. That's you living underneath the thumb of somebody else who has your unquestionable obedience to control and manipulate through the dependency of the dollar, or you can't pay your bills. So the antithesis and the exit to that pyramid scam is to build your own passive and residual money. So I return to that question. Are you doing anything to build passive and residual money? For 49 out of 50 of you, the answer is no, because you don't know about it, or very few of you do know about it, but you don't know where to get started, and you're not even on the search looking for it. So here's what I recommend. Learn about passive and residual money and start building it. The beauty about it is you can do it in your spare time, because most of you still have to have a job to pay your bills, and that could just be from here. If you draw a line in the sand, it could be a transitional period now versus it might be permanent right now, where you're living and dying under control and manipulation of the dollar to pay your bills and eat. But the moment you decide it's a transitional period, it becomes a transitional period. Now it's finite instead of infinite, because you're going to be at a place in the future. You'll emerge a free human being. You can walk away from that nonsense or keep it. It'll be up to you. The cool thing is it will be optional, and you won't be underneath the thumb of other people that can tell you what to do, and the thumb of unquestionable obedience and control and manipulation through the dependency of that dollar to live and nourish your family. That is nonsense. It's the most sinister pyramid scam ever devised against mankind, is working for the dollar, where you have to keep showing up or you stop getting paid. That's a shackling to the dollar. I'm talking about unshackling yourself from the dollar. And the only income type that can do that is passive and residual money. Now, it took me personally, I've been there, done that, so I can speak about it and with my own experience. It took me 2.5 years of a transitional period of when I just drew that line in the sand. I decided this is what I got to do. It took me 2.5 years of very spare time, precious moments. I'm talking minutes a day of building my own passive and residual income. It took 2.5 years to be able to walk away and retire myself from that pyramid scam nonsense of working for money. So I don't do that anymore. That was a long time ago. I started this 10 years ago. And some people might say 2.5 years, that's a long time. Well, weigh that against the 40-year plan with a completely backwards outcome. So it's not just a different time duration, but the outcome is completely opposite and different. So 2.5 years, we'll call it the 2 to 5 year plan. Maybe you might do it faster than me. Maybe it might take you a little longer. So we'll call it the 2 to 5 year plan to retire richer and freer than you were when you were working, or the 40-year plan to retire poorer than you were when you were working a job or some pyramid scam. Gee, I wonder which is better. It's not different. It's inferior versus superior. It's inferior versus superior. It's not different. It doesn't get equal time. It doesn't get equal credibility. One of them is just outright modern day form of slavery that 49 out of every 50 of you are living. And the other is personal freedom, so that you can live your life and enjoy your experience here on this planet. So go for it. Learn about passive and residual money and do it. And this isn't my opportunity to pitch you anything, but if you want to see what I'm doing, let me know. I will share with you a video that I made about it. And at the end of the day, if it looks good to you, if it turns you on, we'll do it. And if it doesn't, you go find yourself another way to build passive and residual income so that you can be a free human being, okay? And what I'm doing to build passive and residual income is 100% a result of helping people get healthy, physically, financially, emotionally, sometimes spiritually. So what I'm doing is I'm perpetuating and spreading health and wealth instead of making my money by spreading sickness and poverty, like so many other companies make their passive and residual money by spreading sickness and poverty. I whistleblow against that nonsense because it's cruel and unusual and unethical, and so I'd rather surround myself with people like you who want to make your passive and residual money by perpetuating health and wealth, not sickness and poverty. That's what I love. And I think that's what you love too. So I look forward to hearing from you about what I'm doing so you can check it out, see if it would be a good fit for you like it was for me. My website, if you want to check more out about me, is tomberkenmeyer.com. Just like it's spelled here on social media, take out the space, tomberkenmeyer.com. I got thousands of videos and hundreds of blog posts. And share this with other people. People need to know about passive and residual money. They're not going to teach it in our public school system or talk about it in the media because that's all the curriculum there is set by the largest international banks in the world because they need unquestionable, obedient workers. So they're not going to teach things like passive and residual money that would lead to you unshackling yourself from their nonsense, from their plans that they have over your life. They're not going to teach you something that's going to take you away from them. But I will, and there's a few other people who will. So I look forward to hearing from you, okay? Mwah! Share this.